Is this thing clean? Yeah. So guys, a few days, today is a really, really good day for me. Girl! I'm so happy. You know, just 2 days ago or a few days ago, I was so depressed. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know, right now I'm just so stressed out. You know, there's not like I'm running out of cash and like I need money for certain things and all that stuff. Even though I've been avoiding the whole thing, I was just like, okay, there's always a way, there's always a way, there's always a way. Like literally, you know, like I was trying to keep it positive, trying to keep it and all that stuff. And I was just focusing on creating content and, you know, adding value and all that stuff. So it was like, okay, so now I've reached a point where I kind of do need capital for certain things, but where do I start? Like, it's so hard and everything. You know, I told you guys I was struggling to get a photographer. I was struggling to get, you know, people to help me out. I didn't know a lot. I just came from Malaysia. I don't know a lot of people. I've never really studied in South Africa. I've always studied like overseas or in different countries out of South Africa. So I don't really know people from high school or primary to actually, well, people from primary, I don't know. We don't roll like that. Anyway, so yeah, it was just like, okay, so like me coming back to South Africa, even though this is where I was born and where I kind of like grew up, I don't know many people, and how am I going to get around? How am I going to get to know people? And then, you know, getting to hire people. I've had bad experiences and stuff like that. So, you know that day when I cried, I was stressed out, I was drained, I was put down by everything. I was like, you know what? And like I wanted to run ads on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, just to see, okay, maybe I need to run ads and just maybe, you know, someone may be interested, like run ads around the area I'm in. And when I was gonna do that, you know, Facebook was like, oh, I owe them around 1,000 rand, you know, like 800 rand for running ads. And I'm just like, what? From where? How? Oh, hell nah. I'm gonna come back to you later, you know? And I'm just like, fuck. Okay, so what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I can't run ads. I can't, I don't know. Yeah, I I can't get the equipment that I need. What the hell am I gonna do? And you know, taking photos and all this stuff. Where am I gonna start? How am I gonna do everything? You know, and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? I think it was when I was watching Gary Vee's video, or it was when I was just sitting there, lying on my bed, talking to myself, and I'm like, what the fuck, Joy? Do you actually take your advice? Like, what was the advice? Like, I was like, you know, thinking about so many things. Like, it all just came from my head, and it was just like, Joy, you need to DM people. And I was like, guys, you need to DM people. You know, like I'm talking like I'm a motivational speaker and all that stuff. So like I wanted to like advise my friends to like, you know, socialize with people and how social media is a social media marketing strategy and all that stuff, how to use it as a social media marketing strategy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna message people, but like, how do I start? Where do I start? So this time I went with a different approach. I actually went to people's profiles, liked the pictures that I found interesting, commented like a genuine comment. Some people I actually DM'd. Um, I was just like, okay, let me just do this thing. You know what I mean? And surprisingly, there were people who actually like replied back and DM'd back, and they were interested and all that stuff. And I didn't go to like top Instagram or big Instagram pages, because like I've talked to some of the big influencers and they're quite stuck up. I don't know, like they have a busy life or something, or I don't know. Like I don't know what's going on, honestly. But when I actually got to, and I remembered what Gary Vee was talking about when he said micro is the new thing, and micro influencers, and micro influencers much more powerful than an influencer with 300,000 followers and is verified. Somebody with less followers and all that stuff is going to bring more business results than someone with 300,000 followers and is verified. I think people are beginning to not trust big influencers as much because they always get sponsored, they always get into the whole thing. So Gary Vee was saying, like, how when everybody like, instead of just focusing on a specific number of people to make an influencer, make everybody an influencer. That's when everybody is an influencer, that means everybody is in play. And I was like, okay, this is interesting, especially for the luxury world, because many people have this assumption that, okay, since it's a luxury brand, it's not for me, it's for celebrities, it's for big people. There's that assumption. And I want to break that barrier. So that's why I'm very, very intrigued and very interested in working with micro influencers rather than big influencers. Anyway, so here's what happened. When I was like checking out the whole, like I was just DMing people and all that stuff, I found that there was so many people who were interested in becoming an influencer. There was so many people who wanted to start a YouTube channel. There was so many people who were interested in the whole, you know, learning how to build a social media thing, and like branding, becoming a brand ambassador and all that stuff. And I was like, hey bitch, I know how to do this shit. Let me give you some tips that are going to help you attract brand influencers. And the reason why I was doing that was because I wanted to give first, so maybe somebody could actually help me with my brand. Like what I really need is, I need models. I need somebody who can take photos, like help me with photos. There was even somebody who wanted to buy hair for me. I was just like, whoa, chill. Like, what I want to do right now is just focus on the branding part and stuff like that. But whatever. So, what was very, very intriguing about this whole thing of actually like socializing with people, I didn't just say, hey, do you want to become a model for One Enjoy Lux? No. It was just a casual conversation, like, hi, how are you? Where are you from? Well, not where are you from, because obviously I Googled on Instagram Johannesburg, and it gave me the people who are in Johannesburg and all that stuff. So I was probably like, hi, how are you? Where are you from? Well, not where are you from. What do you do? Do you work? Do you study? I met some students. I actually met some people who work. And then I also met I met a lot of interesting people through Instagram DM. Guys, it goes down in the DM. It goes down in the DM. The DM is very powerful. Oh my gosh, I did not know Instagram was this powerful, but it's powerful. And surprisingly, I actually found, I think, 4 or 5 models now, and I was only like into it for I think a day or two. I know South Africans are so chilled. I just realized, like, when I got to Twitter, ooh, when I got to Twitter, the people that were really, really nice were from South Africa. And the people who really wanted to buy the hair that I offer were from South Africa. And the people who actually believe in my shit and are so supportive and all this stuff were the motherfucking people from South Africa. So I'm like, bitch, I'm in the right place, right time, surrounded by the right people and all this stuff. I have so much advantage by just socializing, and getting down in the DM. It gets down in the DM. I did not know how powerful. But guys, DMs are so powerful. It's not even a joke. I don't even get why people always they're like, yo, check out my music. Yo, check out this, check out this. Nobody gives a fuck. That's the truth. No one cares. But people actually okay, people don't want to be sold to, but they want to buy. This is how people work. That's what I noticed, And if someone just comes into your DM and says, "Hi, I really like your page. I like what you're about, blah, 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 blah," Or even if I just said, "Hi, how are you? What do you do?" Like, it's just an introduction, like socializing. That's what social media is for. Like, bitch. And you actually find, I never thought I could actually find like 4 or 5 models in one day. I never thought I could actually, and then one person is helping me get a photographer or find photographers that could actually help me out. All this is just coming from socializing. All this is just coming from talking to people. And I'm just like, fuck. So this is how it works. Okay. God is good. Like, legit. Like, legit. And then also, I'm kind of like excited because now, if this can happen in one day, imagine if I do it for a week or a month and I manage to recruit 100 people to check out, like to just wear the hair that I offer and, give me a shout out and, become a brand of what? Brand ambassador. Yes. And work with, like, just be part of the team and all that stuff. I can imagine how far things would have gone and gotten. And I feel like I'm kind of like very, very excited about this. This is a new challenge, It's what I like about life. Challenges, guys. Challenges. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck. Why can't I just make a sale already? But then other times these are the times where I'm just like, you know what? You're teaching me something. You're teaching me something. So the power of getting to know people, the power of networking, the power of building a team is through social media. And it is so powerful, Many people think that, okay, I want to go to school because I want to build a network. I want to meet people and stuff. social media already provides that for free. So just being able to talk to people, get to know them, and you may be surprised by what you find out. So yeah, that is the video, guys. I think I'm getting choked. So yeah, that's the video that I wanted to talk about. The power of social media. We're so blessed. People are just so lazy. Anyway, bye guys.